Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dramani Online Mathematics. Please, if you know you have not subscribed, try to subscribe it for me. Share to your friends and make some comments. Make sure that you like all my videos. Now, we want to look at the linearity of differential equation. And when you say linearity of differential equation, it follows three steps. You either get linear or non-linear. Is that okay? But we are going to look at when will the thing be linear. So we have three steps, and the first step is that the dependent variable and its derivative occur to the first degree only. So what you are trying to say is that let's take y as the dependent variable. As you know, always the y is representing the dependent variable. We don't want, what we need is that here should be what? The degree means the power. The power should be 1. Also, if I have y prime, it should be power 1. When you say y prime, I hope you know that is dy dx. Good. I can also have something like y prime prime, but the power should be 1. That's what you are trying to say. In no account should the dependent variable be more than the degree of it be more than what? 1. Anytime that is more than 1, then it becomes what? Non-linear. Now let's move to the next one. No product of y and or any of its derivative are present. So what you are trying to say here is that let's assume that the y is a dependent variable. So there's a way that this y should multiply by its derivative. That's y prime. Is that okay? Or y multiplied by y prime prime. We don't want to see that. Then the last one, no transcendental functions of y and of its derivative occur. Now, when we say a transcendental function, what are transcendental functions? Basically, we have 3. We have the trigonometric function. Then we also have logarithmic function. Then the last one, we have the exponential function. Is that okay? So these are the 3 basic transcendental functions. And we are saying that there's no way that this trig function appears in the differential equation on the dependent variable, and that thing can be regarded as what? Linear. Anything something like that happen becomes what? Non-linear. So example is, if I have sine y, it makes the whole thing becomes what? Non-linear. If I have ln y prime, it makes everything become non-linear. So whether it on the derivative or on the dependent variable. But if I have sine x, this one is linear because this is not on the dependent, this is the independent. It should be on the dependent variable. Anytime the thing comes into the dependent variable, then that thing cannot be regarded as what? Linear. It becomes non-linear. So these are the 3 rules that we are going to follow to solve questions. Is that okay? So now let's look at some examples and we identify them whether it's linear or non-linear. Thank you. Okay, so now let's look at this. You should consider the following differential equations. So these are the equations. Now the first question is, what is the order of each of the equation? Identify the linear equation among these equations. So first thing, you want to look at the order. So you pick the first one. What will be the order of it? And you know, so the order will be 1 because this is power or degree and this is the order, the prime. So the highest order there or the highest derivative is the order. Is it linear or non-linear? This is non-linear because this one is having power of 2 But we said that the derivative and that of the dependent variable should be first degree what? Only. But once it's having power 2, it becomes what? Non-linear. Okay. Now let's move to the down one. Order what? Order 2. Why is it order 2? Because the highest derivative here is in the second derivative, that's 2. So this one is order what? 2. Is it linear or non-linear? It's non-linear because there is a product of what? A dependent variable and its derivative. So it becomes what? Non-linear. Okay, now the next one, sine y multiplying by y prime plus cos xy equals -5. Order what? Order 1. Is it linear or non-linear? It's non-linear because there is a transcendental function with what? Dependent variable, which is y. And even taking that one aside, there is a product between a dependent variable and its derivative. So that makes it what? Non-linear. Then this one, is it order what? Order 2. Is it linear or non-linear? It's linear. Because all the 3 rules is observed here. There is no transcendental function on the dependent variable. There is no degree of 2. It's just degree of 1. And there's no product of the transcendental, the dependent variable and its derivative. So it becomes linear. Now let's look at the last one. Y to the power 4. Please, this one is no power. Normally, when you are writing this, if I get to y prime, 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 that's 3 primes. Y prime, prime, prime. If I'm moving to y prime, 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 4 prime, it becomes y 4. And you put it in the bracket like this. So this is the 4th derivative. Is that okay? This is the 3rd derivative, so it's no degree. Normally the degree, everything will be in the bracket and you put the degree top. So this order 4, this order 3. 4th derivative, 3rd derivative. So when they ask you to write the order will be 4, because that's the highest derivative there. Is it linear or non-linear? So we check the dependent variable, that's the y1. So when you are checking it, you have to be careful. Though this is exponential function, which is transcendental function, but the power there is not y. If it was e to the power y, then it becomes what? Non-linear, but it's power x, so you cannot conclude that it's non-linear. We are saying that it should be a power of the dependent variable, which is y. So if you look at here, this one will be linear. Why is it linear? Because all of them is having no transcendental function and there's no multiplication of the dependent variable any derivative. You realize that this is dependent, independent variable. This independent variable. So if this one is multiplying this, it has no effect on it. You are saying that when we are multiplying this one, this y prime, let me make it prime, 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 okay? So when you are multiplying this one by this is the derivative, and this one is independent. It has no effect. It's only when this derivative is multiplied by what? A dependent, which is y. That makes it what? Non-linear. So this one too is what? Linear. I hope you understand this. Very good. So now let's look at something some more. And okay, so you bring our lesson for today here. Our next topic, we are going to look at the how to solve for what? Solution for ODE, the ordinary differential equation. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Please try to share to your friends. Subscribe and like it for me, please, to support me. Thank you.